Hello, it's MrBettsClass Global Final Review Episode 4, and today we're going to cover world religions. A religion is an organized collection of beliefs concerning spirituality and sometimes morality. But why have religion? Religions, as well as actually being believed in, help people make sense of their world. And today we're going to review 5 of the most influential. First, let's talk about Hinduism. Originating in ancient India, Hinduism is the oldest practiced religion in the world. It features deities like Vishnu and Shiva and my personal favorite, Ganesha. The goal of Hinduism is to achieve moksha. That's when your Atman, your essential self, is united with the all-powerful universal force called Brahman. In order to do this, you must follow your Dharma, or religious and moral duties that change depending on what caste you're born into. If you do, you'll have good karma. So following Dharma equals good karma equals moksha, right? Well, good karma means you might be reincarnated or reborn as something closer to moksha. This belief in Dharma backed the caste system, but some at the bottom of the pyramid weren't too thrilled. Enter Buddhism. Buddhism was started by a Hindu prince named Siddhartha Gautama. One day, Gautama went outside the palace and saw a sick man, an old man, and a dead man. He wanted to find the root of suffering, and after meditating under a tree, boom, it came to him, and he became the Buddha, or enlightened one. He called his answer the Four Noble Truths, which said all life is suffering because of desire, which can be cured by following the ways of the Eightfold Path. This moral and spiritual code would lead to nirvana, or union with the universe. And while reincarnation was available, if you led a good life, you could reach your goal quickly, making it really popular with the lower castes in India, and it also spread throughout Asia. Now, unlike Hinduism, Buddhism isn't polytheistic. Some versions are animistic, meaning not just humans, but all things like animals, plants, and even geographical features have spirits. Now our next 3 entries are monotheistic. First is Judaism. Judaism was the religion of the ancient Hebrews living in the Fertile Crescent. They believed that they were the chosen people of their one God called Yahweh. This divine covenant or agreement was made between God and Abraham, and since then being sometime in the 2nd millennium BC, there's been this idea of a promised land. One of the most famous stories in Judaism involves Moses. The adopted son of Egyptian royalty, he found out he was really Jewish and led Jewish slaves to their freedom in what's called the Exodus. Along the way, God gave Moses his law, the 10 Commandments, a moral and religious code, and they eventually settled in current-day Israel. That's not to say that they were there the whole time. About 2,000 years ago, they were chased out in what's called the diaspora. Next is Christianity and Jesus Christ. Born in Palestine, Jesus' mother was named Mary, and his father, his true father, was said to be God. He grew up Jewish, and around age 30 he started preaching. A lot of his message followed Jewish traditions, but other parts differed, like forgiveness over harsh punishment, eternal salvation, and the whole Son of God thing, which disturbed some locals as well as the ruling Romans, who saw him as a revolutionary. He was executed via crucifixion, but was said to have risen from the dead. His followers became missionaries, spreading the new religion called Christianity, which eventually became not just the official religion of Rome, but the most practiced religion today. Our final religion, Islam, is also an Abrahamic religion, linked with Judaism and Christianity. Just like how the Holy Jewish Torah is part of the Christian Holy Bible, ideas like monotheism, Abraham, the 10 Commandments, and even Jesus, albeit downgraded to prophet status, are shared by Islam's followers called Muslims. Islam was started by a prophet named Muhammad, who said he received God's word, which can be read in their holy book, the Quran. Living in polytheistic Mecca, Muhammad and his monotheistic message were chased out of town in 622 AD. He went to nearby Medina, gained a massive following, and returned to Mecca. Islam quickly spread across Africa and Asia in the form of 2 main sects, Sunni and Shia. Traditions vary, but all Muslims were expected to follow the 5 pillars, which include the declaration of faith, daily prayer, charity, fasting during the Ramadan holiday, and the Hajj to Mecca. Religions, whether you believe in them or not, are important to studying history because they help understand many of history's motivations and justifications. Speaking of justification, be sure to subscribe for episode 5, Legal Systems and the Byzantine Empire. Be safe, and I'll see you next time.